Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, and I've made a new pick a card read for you. This time it's what can you expect in the next 7 days. Now this is a timeless reading, but I do make one of these every week, so if you're a subscriber you can use it as a weekly reading if you so wish. But whenever you're finding this is when it's good for you. It's got the messages that are right for you, which is why you're coming across it. And so I've made 3 readings here: the crystal, the flower and the shell. Each one of them has got a deeper dive, so if you find that it is your story, it could be a story, you might want to get that to get deeper into it. Now in the deeper dives I go into more guidance for you in everything that comes up in these readings, and with the love part of it, because this is going to be a general reading and a love reading, in the love part of it I'll go into how this might all play out along with timelines as well. So if you're interested in one of those deeper dives, toward the end of each of these readings there'll be a link that pops up there. You can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below as well, where you'll also find the timestamps to get to your readings. So all you need to do now is take a pick. Which one do you want? Would you like the Amazonite? This is a crystal. The crystal. Would you like the flower? Or the shell? So you take your pick right now. Use your intuition. You might want to watch more than one as well. Not more than one at once, just more than one, because you know there might be different aspects that you're going to resonate with here as well. And so don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave me a comment as well. I love hearing from you guys. Really helps my channel out too. Thank you to all of my subscribers for your ongoing support. Very much appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider being a subscriber. Click that subscribe button with that notification bell down there. As I said, you can use these readings as a weekly reading if you so wish. I do a daily energy update as well for the collective, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show, in which I do general channeling for the collective, but I also give mini reads as well for donations. So I'd love to see you in there. So take your choice now, take your pick, and I will see you in your reading. Enjoy. If you chose the crystal and this one's for you, let's find out what you can expect in the next 7 days. I'm going to do a general reading and a love part of the reading as well. The general part might go into love as well. Let's see what you've got going on in the next 7 days, crystals. Now, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this, so a reading that goes with this, in which I'll go into more detail, an extended version, and I'll go more into detail of everything that comes out in this reading. For the love part of it, I'll go into how this might all play out along with timelines as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of this reading, there'll be a link that pops up there for that deeper dive read. You can find a link for that in the description box and comments below as well. So let's get into it. Crystals. What can you expect in the next 7 days, crystals? Well, a lot of growth. So that can mean challenge, you know? It can mean challenge when you get the growth card out. So, but you know, challenges are good. It makes us into who we become. It makes us richer as a person, kind of thing. So maybe a challenging 7 days for you. Let's find out more. That one's coming out. Magic Maker. It's magical though. So although maybe challenging, it's going to be good. It's going to create change in your life here. Transformation in yourself, which leads to change in your life for the better, is what I'm getting. Let's find out more. Sorry about the lighting, lots of shadows. It's a very dull day today because we're in the middle of monsoon season right now and the rain's been crazy. I'll be getting some new lighting systems soon coming in, so that's exciting. Probably just in time for the rainy season to stop. The sun will come out and it doesn't matter anyway because it's great lighting when the sun's out. 9 of Pentacles. So this is a single kind of an energy, single, independent, but it's reaping results of your labors as well. It's good things happening for you on a personal level, things that you've worked for yourself. And so things are coming good. You're attaining some kind of a success in the next 7 days, but it's very much a single, independent kind of thing. It's you by yourself. Your bank account, your career, that kind of thing. Your home. What else? That could be what the growth is about, in fact, because, yeah, it could be that you're going to be getting a step up in your career or an advancement in your abundance levels. We'll see when I get the clarifiers out. 10 of Cups. This is great. This is the happily ever after. So you could be moving forward on with a relationship there towards your happily ever after. I mean, you could be at any point in that journey, as in you attaining a certain level in your independence so that you're ready to include someone else in your life and share that with someone else, or to the point, it could be anywhere from that scale of moving forward to meeting someone to taking a relationship to the next level. We'll see when I get the clarifiers out. What else? What can crystals expect in the next 7 days? What can crystals expect in the next 7 days? 5 of Wands, to be practicing at something. You know how I said with that growth card that it could be a challenging week? Challenges don't have to be hard. We can make them hard work sometimes, but this is more about learning and practicing and training, putting things into practice. Could be a little bit challenging, but, personal challenges are good things, right? I like to challenge myself. I don't wait for the universe to challenge me. I challenge myself. Justice, your justice coming in, you're reaping the rewards. You've got 2, in fact, you've got 3 cards of reward here and just 1 card of challenge there. That's a good sign over the next 7 days for you. So, crystals, what's this 9 of Pentacles about? The single independent, kind of a win coming in here is what I'm getting for that. 9 of Voices, something that has caused anxiety in the past. So maybe your financial situation has been causing you anxiety. Expecting the next 7 days to get a bit of a win there and get more kind of independent, more financially successful. If your career's been causing you anxiety, expect a change, a positive change there. Whatever's been causing you anxiety in your life, to do with you, your own stuff, your home, your career, your money, very much on a personal level, that 9 of Pentacles, expect change within the next 7 days there. Now, it might be that you need to create that change yourself and take action on that. And so, for example, if your financial situation hasn't been so good, well, maybe it's time to go, okay, well, I'm going to stop spending money on that and that and that. I can get rid of those things for now and save that money. And, it could be that you did need to take action within these next 7 days for that. What's behind that is death. Something needs to end, right? So you do need to change what it is that you're doing. Something needs to end in order for you to bring that change in. The death card is death and rebirth. Something needs to fall away, to stop before you can have better circumstances. So if you've been wishing, so when I said that it's whatever has been causing you anxiety in your life is going to right itself. If you got really excited about that, as in because you've been waiting for it to happen for you, this is telling me now there's something that you need to stop doing there. There's some new actions that you need to take to be able to get that rebirth that it is that you want. 10 of Cups, a happily ever after though, as in your heart being truly fulfilled. It's the relationship cherry on top of other fulfillments that you've made in your own life. So we start out with self-love. We do things for ourselves. We gain that attainment within ourselves, that alignment within ourselves individually. And then we're ready to share that with another person. Hanged Muse says that you're changing your mind about that. So you could all be at different stages of this game here, but you could be changing your mind about wanting to get into like a committed relationship. It might be you realizing that you need time for yourself now and you sort yourself out first. Because you can manifest a relationship before you've done the self-love thing and before you've kind of got your life in order individually, but it's not going to be a good one. Some of you might be changing your mind about what it is that will fulfill your heart's wishes. So, there might have been something that you're asking for on your wish list before in a partner, and now you're realizing it's not that important. In fact, sometimes it's not what we want at all, what we've been asking for. It's mind-changing kind of stuff this week about what would fulfill you. And it definitely could be that you've been trying to seek out a partnership before it's time for you to do that, before you've found that independence and security within yourself, and self-love as well. What's behind this? Forgiveness, forgiving yourself for that as well. So it feels like you might be realizing over the next seven days that you were kind of barking up the wrong tree, that you were trying to manifest something in your life before it was truly time to. In relationships is what I feel here. In your happily ever after. We do that kind of thing with our money as well. sometimes like we can start off a business and we have high hopes, and that's a great thing, but we can like fool ourselves to the amount of work that needs to be put in and the time of the mastery time that needs to be put into it, and expect, you know, something to just go viral straight away, and that just doesn't happen. You've got to work toward it. So you could be changing your mind about something like that, but I do get that this is about relationships. Changing your mind about whether you're truly ready. Because often those people that think they're ready are really tuning into the fact that something's missing in their life. And those that are actually ready, their lives are full. You know, if you ask them, oh, are you ready for a relationship? It's like, my life's great. I'm having a great time. Those are the ones that are truly ready. So the universe kind of disagrees with us on our readiness. Five of Wands, what's this? Putting practice towards something, practicing at something. Two of Voices, a choice that you didn't think was yours in the past. So this is something that you felt was out of your control, something that you thought that was just up to fate. You're practicing something different now. Like I said, you know, that with what I was just talking about business, you start a business and it's great that you've got all this enthusiasm and you're imagining that it's going to be so super, super successful. That's great. And it's good to have that expectation, but it isn't going to happen, not in the short term. You're going to work towards something and it's gradually going to unfold. There's going to be a lot of practice and a lot of work involved, right? And this is the coming out of thinking it's not under your control and it's just going to happen to you, to it, oh, it's actually my choice and I've got to, you know, make the time, make the videos to make my business work. I've got to put that effort in. So there's something about you realizing within the next 7 days that where your efforts are best placed and that you do actually need to make that effort. It's kind of coming back to reality from fanciful thinking. Realizing what your part is in the efforts and what part is fate. I think, crystals, you might have been handing too much power away to fate, and you're coming back to your power in the next 7 days. Yeah, let's put it that way. What's behind this? I kind of got excited by that because this is a really good stage to go through. It's very powerful. Oh, yes, you've got the growth card. Yeah, it's a very powerful realization that it's like, oh, I've got to do it. Okay, this isn't the universe's part or anyone else's part. This is my part now. And when you get that guidance and that nudge, that is just so powerful, and change can really happen. So the burden is behind that. The burden is yours, and it's not for you to feel the heaviness of it, like, oh God, I can't make this happen. It's for you to go, yes, I can make this happen. I can do this. This is my part to play. All I need to do is put that practice in. I need to put it into practice. You know, so for so long, I've had my business for a very long time, and for so long, I've been through different stages of putting varying amounts of effort into it. But it was only like a couple of years ago when I decided YouTube is a very powerful platform and I can use it and I want to use it and I really enjoy doing videos and I'm going to use it to propel my business forward. And I committed to myself, it was the Psychic Cafe show that I committed to. I was doing it 7 days a week when I started. Can you believe that? A 2-hour show. Every single morning I was doing it. Wild. But I did it. I committed to it. And that I did that for a long time. Now I'm just doing it 3 times a week, because I'm making all of these videos as well, and that consistent effort, putting that practice in, it is paying off for sure in my business. And if someone had told me you need to do all of this work and make all of these videos like years ago, that would have been like heavy burden, and I can't possibly do that. That is a lot to ask. It was a lot to ask of myself at the time. But I'm not feeling like it's going to be that, because it's your decision to make. When I made that decision, it was very empowering. This is what I'm going to do, and I know I can feel that it's going to work, and I can feel that it's in alignment with what I want as well. It's what I want to do. It's what brings me joy. And I feel that when you get that sweet spot, that is something that you want to do, and you make that empowered decision, it no longer feels like a burden anymore. Yes, there's going to be action to take, and there's practice to put in until you perfect it. But it's within your control now. I think that's what you're going to realize in the next 7 days, that something is within your control now, and you've got to do it. And it's a very empowering decision and your justice is going to come in from it. Yes. then you'll get what it is that you've been asking for. This Justice card, it's the card of karma. It's when you get what it is that you want. Okay, you got the Ten of Voices. So it's putting an end to the pain. It's the end to the pain. So some of you have been waiting for this thing that you've been wishing for, this justice. You've been waiting for fate to dish it out to you. And within the next 7 days, you're going to have this I need to do it. And this is what I need to do. And I'm choosing this because it's going to be fun. It's going to be good for me. And now it feels so much better that I'm in control of it instead of just waiting and it never happening. And that puts an end to the pain. So it's the same as this burden card. It's saying that your burdens, what has felt burdensome, what has felt anxiety causing for you, what's felt like a burden, what's been painful to you, what's been frustrating for you, will be lifted when you realize, when you change your mind about something and you realize that it is within your remit. You can do something about it. And I feel like you might have an aha this week about the actions that you can take. And it's not going to be instant win. Things aren't. Feminine energy is behind that. So you're going to be able to receive more from it. So receiving more isn't necessarily just waiting for it and just being given to it. You know, it's not just like sitting on our throne and doing nothing. I'm holding the Empress energy, but I ain't sitting on the throne and doing nothing. I'm putting work in. I'm putting a lot of work in, putting my energy into it. So you're going to have to be that as well, is stepping into that Empress energy or Emperor energy, taking control of it. Now, what about your love lives? I'm going to go into each of those areas, especially because of these negative parts of it, you know, the anxiety and all of that. Let's get your help in the deeper dive to clear all of those things out, these burdens, this pain, that anxiety, and find out more detail of what it is that you need to change your mind about in that deeper dive, if all of that is resonating with you. Let's get into your love life. What's going on in the next 7 days for crystals and the love lives? Crystals' love lives in the next 7 days. Oh. Okay. You have wait. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So this isn't, in your love life, it isn't what you can take action on. Yeah, I'm very much getting a Pentacles kind of a vibe here. You do have to change your mind about relationships somehow, but there's a wait here. So it could be that realization this week that it's not time to move ahead with the relationships. Just let it take its course. It's more important that you sort out your personal power first. It is. I mean, you have to love yourself first to get into a decent relationship, for sure. What else in our love lives, in crystals' love lives, in the next 7 days? Open up to change. You've got a lot of change going on. Open up to change. New moon in Aquarius. Things that you were unexpected. Things, maybe a different kind of relationship. Someone that is usually your type. Or maybe it's just the change that you get, kind of quit relationships for a while and wait for it and focus on something else in your life. But open up to change. It's going to have a big impact on your relationship journey, on your love life journey, your story. What else? Ooh, that was quite kind of, I was going to say violent. It wasn't violent, but this is a strong message, this card. Soul connection. So you do have a soul connection with somebody. It's in the 5D. You might not have met them yet. You might have met them, but it's going to unfold perfectly. One message that I've been getting is that we have a hell of a lot of work to do before we can get together with this soul connection that we're meant to be with. We've got a lot of wisdom to gain. We've got a lot of alignment to get into. We've got to reach a certain amount of success first. Not because, you know, the universe is judging us on that and saying, no, we need to have so much money first. It's not saying that. We just got to get to a certain level in our vibration so that we're not going to mess it up. So just like you can't get into a decent relationship before you've done the self-love thing, you can't get into your soul connection before or move forward with it until you've got other parts of your life balanced up here. Healing. This is the one that was a strong message coming out, just the way that card came out. So there's some heart healing to be done here within relationships. Open up to change anyway is the strong message in this, and just wait for it. Just don't be in such a rush, crystals, for love life to change. Don't be pushing it, because you might push someone away. You might be pushing yourself into something that isn't quite right for you, is what I'm getting here. So just wait it out while you focus on the other things that are coming up in your energy. Close encounters. So you could have had a relationship. You could have met with that soul connection relationship here, or had a close encounter with them, but it's going to take time to unfold. And definitely with these energies here, it's shown that there's a lot of like growth that's required on your part first. Some things are just better to be done alone before we're actually in those connections in a committed relationship. Patience, you've got to. Yeah, I'm getting that. You're going to have patience with yourself. You're going to have patience with any of these changes that are coming through. You're going to have patience with your love life at the moment. So you're not just sitting, waiting, tapping your fingers. There's a lot of stuff for you to do in your own life. So it's all about like life mastery, self-mastery, your own life mastery, independent life mastery first, you know? Okay. What else? Oh, nice. What else can crystals expect in the next 7 days? Just those. Stay. Tower. This isn't a bad tower. This is the Lenormand Tower. This is solid foundation, success with effort, right? That is the message here, is that you're going to realize that effort needs to be put in a certain area of your life to get the success that you've wanted. It's not just going to come to you. It's going to be built on solid foundations that are within you. This is a really good tower card. And target, goal-oriented person. Now, it could be that this soul connection for you, your person is a goal-oriented person, and you need to get more into that energy first and become that yourself. Become that goal-oriented person that makes things happen. And then you're going to be attracted and attractive to your soul connection there. So I expect for you to be building on those solid foundations and realizing what it is that you need to do within this next 7 days, setting new goals and knowing what it is that you need to do to actually achieve those goals. So there you go. If that sounds like it is your story, or could be your story, crystals, then you might want to get that deeper dive to get some more guidance on this, especially all of this anxiety, these things that need to end for sure, the burdens, and this whole thing about this feminine energy and the pain that you've been in there. And then let's find out how your love life is going to play out as well, if this bit's resonating with you too. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch thing. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And that email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on the crystal on a device where you can open PDFs and download that, open that up, and in there you will see some information about the reading. You'll see a special free gift in there, and you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of the video, you can watch it right away. Have any problems with that, email me about it, but do check in those places first, because I'm just going to tell you to do that same thing now. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Let me know how this is resonating with you, what you're getting out of it. Love hearing from you guys. Thank you to all my subscribers for your ongoing support. It's very much appreciated. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single week. And I also, every day of the year, in fact, and I also do 3 of these pick a card reads a week, including one of these the next 7 days. So if you're a subscriber, you can use it as a weekly reading if you'd like to. And I also do, there's 3 pick a card reads. What else? Oh, I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show. I'd love to see you in there, and would love to give you a mini read. Ouch. I'd love to give you a mini read in there as well. For donations they are. So thank you again for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. Enjoy your week. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I will see you in there very shortly. If you chose the flower, then this one's for you. Let's find out, what can you expect in the next 7 days? Flowers, as always, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. If you find that this is your story, could be your story, you might want to get that, because I'll go into much deeper information, especially guidance for you in whatever comes out in this reading. Now, it's going to be a general reading and a love reading here. So in the love reading part of it, I'll go into more detail of whatever comes out in that, but I'll also probably go into how this might all work out, how it might go down, and possible timelines for that as well. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, there's going to be a link that pops up there, and you can find a link for that in the description box and in the comments. So let's get your cards out. Flowers. What can flowers expect in the next 7 days? Let's give you a better view here. You have beauty of age. So a kind of a maturing energy. Feeling more mature, making more mature decisions, a wisdom. Expect to feel wiser in the next 7 days, and especially around decisions is what I'm getting there. Wise decision. A balanced decision. You might surprise yourself in the next 7 days, because rather than making an impulsive kind of immature decision, you might be making, it's just one of those occasions where you make a choice and then you're like, wow, I've grown up. Like, when did I become an adult? Just making a really good choice for yourself that's coming out of this sense of balance. Yeah, a feeling like you grew up. And it could be something that, is taking a long time to grow up with, or a long time to be able to reach that point. It could be something that you were trying to, a point that you were trying to get yourself to for a long time. And in the next 7 days, I feel like it's going to come naturally to you. Anyway, the universe is helping you out of choppy waters here. So anything that's been disruptive in your life is helping you out in this next 7 days, which is where that wise choice could come in. Oh, I want to explain that better, because what I'm picking up in here, it's that energy of trying to get to this point. Okay, so I'll relate it to my drinking. I used to be a big drinker. I'm not anymore. But I kept on trying to stop because I knew it wasn't good for me. But I wasn't stopping because it was a wise decision. I was stopping because I thought it was bad for me. And that kind of makes some sense, but it kind of doesn't too. Eventually I stopped. Now I drink occasionally, but I stopped because I didn't need to anymore, because I got rid of the anxiety. It came from a place of balance and of wisdom rather than of meanness. In other words, it was a self-medication that I was doing for good reason, because I had anxiety there. So it wasn't necessarily the wisest decision to stop drinking while I still had the anxiety. But it was only once I got to the point of making the wise decision of once I'd released the anxiety that it became easy. So I do feel like it's something that you've been trying to do. Like, we all know the right thing to do, but it's not necessarily easy to do that until we attain a certain kind of healing within ourselves, or a certain level, or a certain age or wisdom, or knowing ourselves, or self-mastery, that then it just becomes easy. And that's what I'm feeling in this next 7 days for you, is that the universe has been helping you there. And it's something that you've been trying to do for a while, but now in the next 7 days it will kind of come easy. And that's where you get this feeling of, oh wow, I've grown up. I've grown up. It's like, oh wow, I can say no to that other drink, or or to going out, and it's that kind of thing. And the Chariot, I expect a victory. And you'll be able to move forward on something within the next 7 days. I'll get clarifiers out for all of these, by the way. Stick around for that. High Priestess, so there's an intuitive knowing. There's a lot of wisdom around coming up for you in the next 7 days in this reading. A lot of wisdom. High Priestess, the intuition, is you tuning in to what you always knew. So I feel like it could be for a long time, 10, 20, 30 years that you've been getting, you knew that something had to happen, something had to change in your life, and you kept on trying to do it, but it didn't. It always went back to it. And I feel like it's unraveling itself now. You're realizing, if you're in these choppy waters, we can try and study that boat as much as we like, but it's not until we actually get into the calmer waters that the boat is properly going to be studied. So it's not about trying to stop the boat from rocking. You could run back and forth trying to cancel out the waves in that boat, yeah, but that's exhausting. The wisest thing to do is set your course to calmer waters, and then get to those calmer waters. Then you don't need to deal with the boat rocking anymore. It's that kind of an energy. And I feel like this week is the aha week of realizing that you're out of it, realizing that you're in the calmer waters now, realizing, looking back, oh, well, I never could have done that before because I was trying to steady the boat when it was still rocking, when it was still in the choppy waters. The universe has been helping you out all of this time. It knew what your wishes were. You got a tower moment, a surprise, or the universe stepping in to break something apart. Let's get clarifiers out before I talk about that. So at Six of Swords, the universe is helping you out of choppy waters, and it has been for a long time as well. It's known what you've wanted, it's known what you've needed to do, but there's a longer, more mature way, a balanced way of going about it than just trying to roughshod through it and force it to happen and go like, no, this has got to end. I'm going to force myself to stop drinking. I don't care about the anxiety that I've got. I'll just suck it up. And it's like, you won't. You've tried that. You won't. You'll go back on it. Because a cycle needs to end first. And that is still up in the air. So you're not out of the choppy waters yet, but within the next 7 days, you're going to realize how far you've come and that the universe is on your side and helping you with that. So the cycle isn't yet completed. It's still up in the air. But I think you're going to realize what the cycle actually is, and that it's not what it is on the surface level. It's not about the boat rocking. It's about the choppy waters that are underneath. Do you understand? And so if, say, for example, if you've been around, say, narcissistic people or abusive people, and you're still around them, and you've been trying to heal yourself and calm yourself down and calm your anxiety and all of that, and you don't seem to be able to do it, this week could be the week that it's like, oh, of course I can't do it because I'm still in the choppy waters. I've still got these people around me. It's not about that. It's about making a decision to remove myself from that and to leave it behind. That is still up in the air. That decision, you're still weighing that up. You haven't yet quite done it yet, but this next 7 days is about you realizing that is the decision. That is what's going to close out the cycle. That is what's going to get you out of those choppy waters, so then you can actually heal yourself. We can't heal ourselves when we're still persistent in that. That's why empowerment is such an important part of healing, because we need to empower ourselves to be able to make good decisions for ourselves and leave stuff behind. What's behind this? Growth. Growth is behind that. Your growth is what's most important. It's not about the stuff that we get out of it. Your growth is much more important than that, and you are growing and you're learning, and that's a great thing. Through everything that you've been through, and I feel like it feels like a long time. It feels like it's been a long time to get you to this point, this aha moment that you're going to get in the next 7 days of what is actually behind that. You're still in the choppy waters, and you need to realize how it is that you're still in the choppy waters so that you can say no to that and get rid of it out of your life. And then you get the victory, the chariot, and then you can move forward like the chariot. Sign of inspiration, really be who you are and put yourself out there. The 6 of materials, to get reciprocation. Your true tribe, the people that will reciprocate. Fast forward to that. You have a goal in mind there. Huge week about realizing what it is that you need to leave behind so that you can move forward. Yes, no wonder you got all of that wisdom coming on here. It's like you finally get it. Oh, I can't heal this thing or change my life while I keep those kind of people in my life, or if I keep on working in this, or I keep on believing this about myself. I can't, because I'm keeping myself in that choppy waters. The Eight of Inspiration is about having a new goal and setting yourself toward that. And so it could be putting yourself first and masculine energy and actually taking action on it. So taking the controls here and taking action on it and fast forward. A lot of movement forward here. It's like, this is the way I've got to live my life. I make this decision to close out this cycle. In the process of closing out this cycle in this 7 days, so that you can get really fired up about how to move forward in your life. Intuitive High Priestess here, what's she about? The Muse of Emotions. So you're going to feel it in your emotions. In other words, your emotional guidance system will tell you that you're on track with this, because you'll feel a hell of a lot better. And that comes out in these cards here. You'll suddenly be yourself. You'll get reciprocation. You'll be fast forward. All of this victory energy and claiming it and knowing that you can take action on it now. Your emotional guidance system, emotional mastery, isn't about numbing out and being great at detachment. It's about being able to feel these things and understand these things. It's about, if I'm with a narcissist or an abuser, I'm going to feel terrible, and that is my guidance to say, get away from that person. That's emotional mastery, being able to listen to your emotions, feel them fully, and go, oh, I'll make a new decision now. That's emotional mastery. Not what you see some spiritual teachers doing, a lot of meditation and all of that to be able to numb themselves out to what's going on. It's about being fully involved. And this is why it's so important to heal ourselves and end cycles, especially around addictions, because our addictions are about numbing out so that we can't emotionally master ourselves. It's because the emotions are too much to deal with that we need to numb out from it. But unfortunately, the numbing out from it stops us from the emotional mastery here. So intuitively, it's like a huge step up in healing for you in the next 7 days. What's behind that? Self-love and omens. So you've been receiving signs, says the omens card, about self-love, that it's all about self-love here. And it's all about self-love. In other words, your emotions are about self-love. In other words, if you've got a negative emotion, you need to do the loving thing for yourself and make a new decision. It's all about self-love, putting yourself first, honoring your emotions first. Intuitively, you've been getting that omens, being told that over and over again, maybe in readings, that you have to do that. It's the only way. So what's this Tower moment? In the next 7 days, ooh, well, that's a nice Tower moment. 2 of emotions. It's a love offer. 5 of emotions that you don't necessarily want to say yes to. Whoa. Okay, so some of you could have thought that you wanted to get in a relationship with someone and you're kind of waiting for this love offer to come in, and the Tower moment suggests that it comes in as a surprise, and it could surprise you even more that you don't actually want it. After all, you might realize that it's not the self-loving thing. This could be a relationship advancement, them coming back to you or them asking you, and there's been enough time in between while you've been doing this healing work, and it's only when you get this healing work or down that path a little bit, the universe is like, okay, she's just about ready now for them to come back in, because now she's going to realize she doesn't want this after all, because she's attuned to her emotions now and she's actually getting the guidance from that. It could be a big shock to you that someone comes back in, someone that you've been waiting for, someone that you've probably been wishing and praying for will come back into your life, and when they do, you're like, oh, this isn't for me. And you close your heart down to it. You're like, I actually don't want this. It could be you've done enough healing on yourself that you're feeling much better, attuned to your emotions there. And then when someone comes back in, you're feeling it for the first time, that they make you feel really nervous, that you're actually scared of them, that they make you feel, they put you on edge. They don't make you feel good and uplifted, and you're not really that happy to see them. And you're like, wow, I wanted them to come back. It's a good thing they didn't come back 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, whenever it was that I first wanted them to come back, because I would have just accepted them back in and gone around and around and around in a circle with them again, because I wasn't feeling what I was truly feeling. This is huge. It's a huge realization. Behind this is retreat, pulling away from them. it's going to be shocking to you. They come back in and you're like, what was I thinking? What was I thinking that I wanted this person? They're not good enough. They're not at my level. They don't make me feel good. Why was I wanting to get into a relationship with someone that doesn't make me feel good? Like, how low is my self-esteem to want that for myself? Wow. So what's going on in your love life? So in the deeper dive, I'll go into each of those aspects here, especially about that closing out. Well, about all of it, in fact. Let's get you some guidance for all of that in the deeper dive. What have you got here in your love life? If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind, for the heart is the gateway to the soul. So I feel like you guys will be tuning into your heart even more now. Your heart will be saying, well, your emotions will be saying, actually, you don't want this person after all. Feel it. They don't feel good to you. You're like, oh, wow. And so from that point, you'll be able to tune into your heart. Well, if you could have anything, what is it that you truly want? That could be behind this as well. It's like, what do I want? And then you could be like setting a goal here and then like running with that goal. Manifesting miracles. What you want is actually someone that really loves you and feels really good to you and uplifts you and all of that. And you might have been just settling for a lot less than that before. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So you're tuning in within the next 7 days, realizing that a love situation, it isn't actually what you want. Kind of turning your back on that and then tuning into what your heart truly wants. I love it. So it's like a turnaround in your love life of realizing you deserve so much better and going for that, listening to your heart and going for that. You've got to go for it. New moon in Aries, go for it and then going for that. And it's not going for that as in taking action on it. It's just holding it in your heart going, no, I deserve a great relationship like this. Someone that makes me feel like this. Not like that. Not like that person that's just come back in. Someone that makes me feel really good, because that's how I make people feel in relationships. I deserve that back for myself. And just being so certain in that. And when you're so certain in that of what it is you deserve and how you deserve to feel in relationships, then every time it shows up and it's not that, you're going to easily say no to it because you're going to recognize it. And you know what that means is that you're going to recognize it when it is that. When it shows up when it is that, you're going to recognize it. It's like, this is the one that just makes me feel good. At last, I found them. Let's get one more out. What else about your love life in the next 7 days? Spark and security. So your heart is going to feel secure. You taking care of it. Let's see that nest there and it's got your heart in. You taking care of your own heart now. Not giving it away willy-nilly to those that aren't going to take care of it. Taking care of your own heart first. And then only ever giving it away to someone that will take care of it too. There's a spark here. Something is ignited inside of you. And I feel like it's not a relationship for you guys. It's more, I know, a spark in your heart. Like a realization, oh, I know what my real person's going to be like and how they're going to make me feel. And just a certainty about that. And it will, you know, when you get to that point, it will allow you to just kind of not prioritize your love life so much because you know that you'll recognize it when it shows up and you'll be able to get on with other things first. What else? What else can you expect in the next 7 days? Flowers. Feeling the world, yeah, a lot of feeling. And you're able to feel now as well. You're going to be able to feel. If you can trust yourself to deal with those feelings, not trying to numb them out or ignore them or pretend that they're not happening or paste them over with a smile on your face or detach from them like a monk, being able to meditate through little kittens playing around. Who would want to be cut out from the joy? Who would want to be able to do that, to cut themselves off from the joy of life? You know, what are you going to do? Are you going to meditate so much that you can let a baby cry next to you? There's no joy in doing that. That is not embracing life. That is not the purpose. We're not here to numb out to that great point that is us up. We're here to feel everything and to be able to use it as guidance and be able to have a rich life of feelings, because we can trust ourselves when we feel something to go, oh no, not that, oh yes, that's pure joy. You've got great things ahead, and this is great alignment and attunement to yourself and being able to feel these things and trust yourself to feel these things. And if any of you guys have got addictions, they will fall away as you're doing this. Independence, wow. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child, dear Lord. There you go, the self-love again. Perfect. You become independent. You're taking care of your own heart. It's beautiful. What else can you expect in the next 7 days? Flowers. Beautiful. What a beautiful reading for you. Wow. Oh, good advice from a wise person. Is it me? It could be. Or you could be receiving advice from other people as well. Nothing else? Yes. Nest. There it is, the nest. Ah, how beautiful. I love that this card has come up, because it says an emotional, secure, loving family is important to you. But it shows, like, look at this, look at this. When you start taking care of your own heart like that, that's when this can come in. That's when you can get a match to that people that will take care of your heart too. That security comes from within, right? That self-love, it's just so important. It's just the most important thing. Peace and harmony within yourself. So within the next 7 days, just expect to feel so much better about yourself, because things are going to make sense to you, especially around your feelings and your emotions. Yeah, I would expect next to come back in as again, and I would expect to feel a very different way about it this time. To really be attuned to your emotions, so much growth, and realize that the universe has been helping you out all the time to get what it is that you want. Wow. So if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, Flowers, then you might want to get that deeper dive to get more information on all of this. I will go into how your love life is going to play out as well. Let's get some cards out on all of that, and let's get some deeper information on all of this that I went through as well. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments as well. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch thing. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. And you might get that email in your inbox, but it might also go to your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So check in those places. In that email, there'll be a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. Click on that flower on a device that you can open PDFs with. And in that PDF, you will see some information about the reading. You will see a special free gift in there as well. And you'll see a picture of a video. You click on the picture of the video and you can watch it right away. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment. Let me know how this pertains to you, what's going on in your life. And thank you to all my subscribers for your ongoing support of my channel. It's very much appreciated. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I do 3 of these pick a card reads a week, one of them always being what you can expect in the next 7 days. So for you subscribers that want to, you can use those as you can use it as a weekly read if you would like to do that. It is a timeless reading now if you're just chancing upon this. And I go live 3 times a week as well in Psychic Cafe Show, which I give mini reads in, so I'd love to see you in there and give you one of those. So thank you again for watching. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. Have a great week. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. If you chose the shell, then this one's for you. Let's find out what you can expect in the next 7 days, shells. Now, as always, shells, there's going to be a deeper dive to this. That is an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that this is your story or could be a story, you might want to get that, because I'm going to go into each area of whatever comes out in this reading, which is a general reading and a love reading, into more depth, and especially with guidance for you in all of that. And also with the love part of it, I'll go into how this might all play out for you, along with timelines and that. So if you're interested in that, toward the end of the reading, you'll see a link that pops up there. You'll find a link in the description box and in the comments below as well for that deeper dive. So let's get into it. Let's change the view so you can see. What can you expect in the next 7 days? Shells. Threefold protection. You need to protect yourself. You need to be around people that will also protect you too. And there's an element of spiritual protection going on here as well. Okay, let's get into these energies. So it could be a kind of a warning energy here, or it could just be that you need to have boundaries and stuff like that and stand up for yourself. Let's see what's in the energies. Shells. Oh, it's getting dark again. Lots of shadows on the table because the sun's not out. You might be able to hear the roaring rain out there. Catalyst. Oh, something comes in to stir things up, to switch things up. A catalyst for movement forward is what I'm getting here. But it's a stirring kind of an energy, you know? Stirring up the poop that needs to be stirred up. I kind of like that. I kind of like that energy, do you? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I've got quite a maverick kind of a spirit, you know? Sometimes I want to stir people up, especially if they're being foolish, you know? Throw a spanner into the works, get them thinking, getting them up in the mind. There's a need to protect yourself. Oh, let's find out. With the tarot. 1, 2, 3. Let's get one more out for you. Seeing as they all want to come out at once. Okay. There you go. 4. So, first card out, the Star. Hopes and wishes. This is also about healing as well. The next 7 days, there's something that you've wished for, maybe for a long time. The Queen of Wands is about you deciding that you want something, deciding that you're going to get it, deciding that you can get it for yourself and going for it, taking action on that. Page of Pentacles, news of maybe a promotion or a raise, more money, or something tangible coming to you. There's some good news coming in here. Lights are flickering. 6 of Cups, this is reminiscing kind of an energy. It's also soulmate, twin flame energy, someone that you've known in the past. Let's get some clarifiers out for all of that. Star. Why have we got the Star here? What are these wishes? Are they coming true? Well, there's movement forward on it, it says the Wheel, but you need to walk away from something first. There's something emotional to leave behind first, but the wheel is turning there. The wheel is turning. Sometimes the things are on top and sometimes they're on the bottom, and it gets confusing. I don't read reversals. I kind of do because I can feel it in the energy of whether something is in the negative or not. I don't need the cards to be upside down, just in case you're wondering why I turned that card over then. The Star. So your wishes, something that you've wished for a long time, you've been hopeful about. You thought that maybe it was just fate needed to, the wheel needed to turn, you needed to get lucky. But no, what's really behind that is that you've got to walk away from something first. So there's something for you to leave behind, and it's something that's emotional there that will turn the wheel. It's like, maybe it's got something to do with protecting yourself here. It's almost like you've stuck a stick in the spokes and you've stopped that wheel from turning. And you're like, come on, wheel, turn, even though you're the one holding the stick that's stopping it from turning. Turn, turn, give me what I want. I'm like, no, you got to let go of that stick first. Why can't I let go of the stick? Stick's the only thing that's making me feel good and feel in control. It's like, well, the wheel can't turn then. No, but I want it to. I want my wishes. It's that kind of thing. What's behind this? What is the thing that shells need to walk away from, the emotional thing? It's an emotional attachment. You're holding on to that stick for a sense of control. I'm telling you. And it's not a stick. What is it? Emotional release. Yeah, it's an emotional thing for sure. Holding it together. You're holding on to something, trying to hold it together. Because if you let it go, then what? It's going to be very emotional if you let it go. You have to let it go. It's stopping your wishes from coming in. You got someone or something to release here, someone or something that you're clinging to gain some kind of a level of control about it. Because if you let go of it, it's like you're emotionally lost at sea kind of thing. It's like clinging onto a boat even though the boat's on fire. for some kind of stability. Because if you let go, then it's just you out in the sea alone. Yeah, that's what it is. In the sea of emotions, and it's like, well, how will I feel? I'll be totally out of control emotionally then. You're giving your power away to someone here. You're giving your emotional power. You'll be fine. You just swim. You'll be fine. You're giving your emotional power away to someone here and clinging on to them. And that is actually stopping you from your wishes coming in. So you've got that to contend with in the next 7 days. There's some letting go to do there. Queen of Wands, and there's a decision to be made of what it is that you actually want. And you can move toward that. Why have you got the Queen of Wands here? The Four of Voices is just kind of resting up first. You don't want to rush from one to the other here. Letting go of something and then trying to dive into something else here. So there is like a rest, relaxation phase first before your wishes are coming true, kind of thing. The new journey toward your new wishes. So I think in these 7 days, it's about you letting go of someone or something here that you've been clinging to for some level of control, but it isn't good for you. And then making a decision of where you want to head, but the decision is made, but you're not heading there yet. You're not taking action on it yet. You will, but it's going to require like a new journey. You need to rest and relax. You need a bit of a breather between what you've been through and between now and this new journey, but getting ready for that new journey, for that fool's new journey there, toward what it is that you want, toward those wishes that you've wanted. What's behind this is discernment. You need to make better choices for yourself. So it's about the choice this week. The Queen of Wands makes the choice of what it is that she really wants next, what will fulfill her wishes. The action isn't going to be taken this week on that. And you don't need to. You don't need to rush from one thing to another. Think of it like relationships. Don't be a rebounder. Don't rush from one thing to another. Any kind of a manifestation. It's good to give ourselves time to let our energy change before we move into something new, whether it's a job or anything. And a lot of people don't do that. You think, oh no, I should go from job to job. You shouldn't go from relationship to relationship. So why should you think that you could be able to go from job to job? It's the same thing. When we let go of something, we need space for our energy to change. Otherwise we manifest more of the same. Page of Pentacles, you've got good news coming in of something tangible here, and it could be a raise, it could be some money. Queen of Materials, it's going to make you feel more stable. You are being protected by other people too. It's going to make me feel more stable. It's money, it's a money thing, and justice. You deserve this. So, wow. Yeah, you could be getting a raise. Promotion. More money. Going to make you feel more stable. It's for you. Yeah, it's your karma. You deserve this. You've worked for it. You deserve it. So expect positive news of a raise, more money, more stability. Some kind of a justice coming in for you there. Oh, it could be about the justice system too. You could have a ruling in your favor, that kind of thing. It could be about I can never remember the word in readings. Where someone dies and they give you something at the will. I've got hereditary in my mind. It's not that. Inheritance. Could be inheritance. Slow but steady. It's taken ages. It's taken ages to get this raise, this inheritance, this judgment, this promotion. Could be something to do with this letting go, or raising your self-value, self-worth, raising how you feel about yourself. We attract how we feel about ourselves, by the way. Six of Cups. Someone from the past here. What's this? Oh, Six of Cups again. And the Ace of Inspiration. Oh, someone from the past. Soulmate, twin flame energy. Reminiscing about them. A new start with them. An exciting, powerful, exciting new start. Now, if I'm talking here about you leaving a relationship behind, it could be that an ex gets in touch with you because they feel that shift in your energy. Someone from your childhood, maybe, gets in touch with you, and it's exciting to you that they do. A new start there, passionate new start with them. Things could have changed. Soulmate, twin flame. What's behind this? The reunion of souls comes out now. No, integration. Integrating the life lessons that you've learned as a catch-up. with an X. It's a catch up. It's you're very pleased to hear from somebody from the past. Could be long ago, so there's not any disruptive kind of an energy in it, like no bitterness or baggage and stuff. You're just really happy to hear from them, and they tell you what they've been through. You tell them what you've been through, integrating those life lessons, and then just like this feeling of passion for each other and happiness for each other. It feels like it does feel like a twin flame, a soulmate. It feels like a childhood friend kind of an energy, someone that you've got a very strong connection with here coming back into your life. Maybe for an exciting new start with them. Let's find out with the love life stuff for Charles. What can Charles expect in the next 7 days? Now, this isn't a recent ex, by the way. This is from long ago. This is someone that you've truly let go of, kind of thing. The connection hasn't been let go of. The connection will always be there with a twin flame or a soulmate, but certainly wouldn't have been thinking of them, I don't think. It's probably not the person that you're thinking of now, is what I'm hearing. Look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. It's someone that's always loved you. Oh, you're going to make me cry. You are making me cry. Oh my God. Look deep within your heart and you'll feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. They've always loved you. This is someone from long ago. Wow. This could be a twin flame, your soulmate coming back into your life in the next 7 days. And it could be that you just needed to let go of somebody to get this ball rolling, this ball moving, so to speak. Making me cry. It's beautiful. It's one of my favourite cards in this deck, that one. Someone that's got unconditional love for you. They've always loved you. Whether you were together or not, whether you were lovers or not, just as a friend, no matter what, they just love you. So much better than those relationships where we feel we've got to prove ourselves and we've got to give them something and we've got to help them, otherwise they're rejecting us. This is someone that's just always been there for you, always. Now you also have the full moon in Libra here, find a balance. So yeah, finding a balance. Finding a balance in yourself leads you to more emotional stuff, more balanced emotional stuff. The moon is up ahead on that track here. You find that balance in yourself and then you head toward not the sun, not the happiness, but more deeper emotions. It feels to me like someone getting back in touch from your past. It's got an unconditional love for you and you realize just how rich it is. You know, remember that point where you kind of left them behind and you chose a lot of drama instead and you had relationships and you learned a lot from them. I feel like you're going to have a conversation with this person where you are, yeah, just going through whatever you've been through. You realize that you've got yourself to a more balanced place now. They probably have too. They've been through a lot too. Going back into your life, maybe for a new start here. You could be in discussions about that. But it's more that reminiscing kind of an energy. Yeah, definitely reminiscing together. Or if someone doesn't get in touch with you here, it could be you reminiscing about an ex. Long ago ex. It could pop back into your mind. And you're like, wow, they were actually really good for me. The support. Someone that actually supported me. It's weird how we do that. Sometimes we can have people that are unconditionally loving and we turn away from them. We choose a load of drama instead. We choose the ones that trigger us because we've got a lot of healing to do. We choose the ones that, you know, excite us more. And then eventually we get down the line after all of that. We've learned a lot. We've healed ourselves. And we're like, damn, that person from ages ago, they were perfect for me. Supportive to me. They were always there for me. They were always loving you. But you weren't trusting in that. It's because you were unhealed. You just weren't ready for it before. You just weren't ready to accept it. Now you've got to a point of healing in yourself, or you will be soon, to trust that, to trust them. It's just it's the same two hands there. They've been supportive to you all that time. They're always there for you, but you never really trusted that. You never really trusted that it was for you, that it was right for you. You never really let it in. I feel like you could be doing that now, or ready to do that. They're either popping into your mind and you're doing this as an internal process, or they're actually getting in touch with you because they're feeling you let go of something now. Let go of someone and you're available again. The power of purpose is a purpose Purposeful connection as well. So you've got a job to do together. Feels like someone from long ago. Let me know in the comments if you do understand who it is that I'm talking about. How long ago was it for you? This person. Tell me about it in the comments. Power of purpose. You've got a purpose together anyway. It's purposeful connection. So there might be a job for you both to do together. It feels like a twin flame to me. That's what my guide says. The twin flames come together only when you're a high vibration. So you could have met them long ago or even recently and not be together. You actually come together when you're a much higher vibration. So when there's been a lot of healing that's gone on, a lot of wisdom gained, a lot of experience in life gained, and then you come back together or come together for the first time when you're in a high state of alignment, that wise state. And then from there, you have something important to do together, a job to do, or something new to create together, something to lead together, some of you as well. Ooh, it's true love. Wow. It's not about finding love. You are love itself. It's almost like you're realizing you've always been loved this week. Wow. You've always been loved by this person. Whether you've met them already or not, you've always been loved by this person. Beautiful. Beautiful. What else can you expect in the next 7 days? Good cards. You expect good cards. You got lobster, a financial pinch. Not ideal, but there you go. This is what it is. You've got a hammock here, taking a vacation. Oh, maybe that's why you've got a financial pinch, because you're taking a vacation, physically or mentally. Yeah, you could be doing that. Great worry over nothing. So don't worry about the financial pinch thing. It could just be that it's not flowing in. You are going to get that stability. Protect yourself, and protection coming in, a catalyst to that. And very interesting energies for you guys this week. Well, great worry over nothing, so don't worry about it. And it could be about your love life too. You could have been worried over nothing, trying to find this or make that one work that you're clinging on to. Great worry over nothing, because there's someone very special coming in. Great success you're headed to, financial too, in your love life and finances and everything. You've got great success coming to you, so just keep on following this path. Wow, there you go. If that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for more guidance in all of this, especially that letting go thing. Let's get into that, and in the love life thing, how this is all going to progress as well, along with timelines. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below as well. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of thing. You do need to get your email address right, otherwise you're not going to receive it. That email might end up in your inbox, but it might also end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. So do check in those places. In that email, you will see a link to the crystal, to the flower, and to the shell. You just click on that shell, and you can, on a device where you can open PDFs, and when you open that PDF, you will see some information about the reading. You will see a free gift in there as well, and you'll see a picture of a video. Click on the picture of the video, you can watch it right away. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Let me know what this is all about. Do you realize what I'm talking about here? Because it's a very special connection that you've got. Thank you to all my subscribers for your ongoing support. Very much appreciated. And if you're not already a subscriber, please consider clicking that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there. I do a daily energy update for the collective every single day of the year. I do 3 of these pick a card reads a week, including one of these, what you can expect in the next 7 days. So you guys that are my subscribers, you can use it as a weekly reading if you want to. And the other 2 readings of the pick a cards are love readings, by the way, as well. And I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show as well. So I'd love to see you in there and give you a mini reading in that. So there you go. I hope you enjoy your week. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.